Hey guys, and welcome to Armchair Conversations with Rob. Have you ever noticed that no matter what else you want to happen, what you believe or what you think is going to happen usually ends up happening? Had you ever wondered about the fact that you create that? Had you ever wondered about the fact that if you begin to speak on a thing, think about a thing, that negative or positive, particularly negative, it tends to manifest? Um, we used to call it things like jinxing yourself, um, speaking it into existence. Um, had you ever given it any thought? I've noticed that there are times when I may want a particular result, a positive result, and because of a lack of belief at that moment, or maybe something self-conscious, subconscious that pushes me in a direction to cause me to do something, not to manifest what I ask for, that I don't get the positive outcome, I get the negative one. A lot of that comes down to our subconscious mind. Because if you have a belief or you don't believe in something, you're going to manifest whatever your subconscious wills to do, because you'll find yourself putting yourself in situations and doing things that cause that to happen. So, like for example, the other day I was talking about self-fulfilling prophecies, and I was talking about things like what you say affects what you feel, and what you feel affects how you think, and that those things expand into action. So, like for example, you sit around saying things like, um, okay, you are late all the time and you don't want to be. There's something about yourself that you don't like. And so you've started to do some of the other things that help you. You've started preparing your clothes ahead of time, or meals if you have to take those with you. You started getting up a little bit earlier so that you can get yourself showered and shaved and ready to go. And then you dawdle. You've laid out your clothes, so you get up and you literally can just grab the shower, grab your clothes. You're ready in 10 minutes, and you got 30 more minutes to go. But instead of going ahead and getting out of the house, you dawdle around. You look at the clock. You say, "Oh, I got plenty of time." So then you get immersed in something, engrossed in something, and you whittle away the time, or, oh, I got to pick up this thing, or I got to do this one more thing before I leave. And next thing you know, 20 minutes have gone by and now you're late. Those are examples of you sabotaging you from your subconscious belief system about being late. Um, it may be something that either causes you anxiety or doesn't. Those can be two reasons why. Um, let's go with causing anxiety first, because the deeper part of causing anxiety for yourself is that self-loathing and self-hate we talked about. And so there's a part of you that wants to attack yourself, punish yourself for the parts of you that you think are unlovable. And so therefore, you do things that are going to cause you to be upset. You do things that are going to cause you to be anxious, cause you to be nervous. You may even say and do things that cause your coworkers to be unhappy with you, or to cause problems with your clients. All of these things in an attempt to pick at yourself. When you talk to yourself, you may even pick at yourself. I can't believe it. You're so stupid. Wow, God, you know, those things are all examples of sabotage based on what you believe about yourself, or what you don't believe is possible for you. So let's take that one a step further. If you tend to focus on what's missing, what's wrong, what's not right in your life, those things tend to magnify. And because your subconscious doesn't really care what you think about, it's going to expand whatever you put in your forefront of your thoughts. So if you think about what's missing, what's wrong, what's not right, you're going to do things that are going to cause things to be missing, wrong, and not right. Or the simplest one I can think of is you're going to work and you are on the borderline of being on time. And all you can think about is, I don't want to be late. I don't want to be late. I don't want to be late. guess what you probably are going to end up being? Late, because you're going to do something because you don't want to be late and you're so focused on it and so stressing about it that you're going to make a mistake that causes it to happen because your subconscious doesn't hear the don't. All it hears, it doesn't hear don'ts, like the negatives. So like if you say, I don't want to be late, all your subconscious hears is late. I want to be late. It doesn't hear I don't. It hears I want to be late, because your subconscious doesn't speak in terms of negatives. It speaks in terms of what you say minus those. So if I say I don't want to be late, all it hears is I want to be late, and the operative word is late. So it's going to focus in on the operative word, cause me to do things in my present circumstance that are going to help me to be late, because that's what I'm thinking about, that's what I'm intoning, that's what I'm talking about. Versus saying something like, I want to be on time. I want to be on time. I want to be on time. I'm going to be on time. I want to be on time. What are we thinking about? Being on time. Time. So therefore, the mind, the subconscious, helps you to do just that. Helps you to make the right decisions for things like traffic, or when you leave, or how you leave, or preparing yourself for the next day. So it's a powerful tool, and we have to use it properly. But we tend to focus on what's missing and what's wrong because we've been taught to focus on what's negative, in the hopes that somehow if we are aware of it, that we can correct it. It's like taking your finger and you're pointing at that thing and saying no. But if you look at your hand when you point at that thing, there are 3 fingers pointed back towards you. So it's 3 times as likely that it's going to come right back toward you instead of you telling it no. And again, the subconscious doesn't hear no, it just hears the phrase. So something to think about. Don't want to make this one long, but subconscious being a powerful tool, and we've been talking about working these things out of our personality. I just want to remind you that your thinking and your thoughts expand. Wayne Dyer used to talk about it all the time when he was alive, and he would say, your thoughts expand. Your thoughts become things. A lot of the spiritual teachers out there will tell you that, and even some of the psychological and business type teachers are telling you those things now, because a positive mental attitude is definitely a part of having a successful business, becoming an entrepreneur, becoming successful in any place in life. You can't look at the garden, as Tony Robbins will say, there's no weeds, there's no weeds, there's no weeds. You pull them out, you plant what you want, and you let it grow. The late Earl Nightingale used to say that the ground doesn't care. It will grow whatever you plant. You can plant nightshade, which is a deadly poison, or you could plant corn and feed yourself. The choice is yours. So guys, anyway, just want you to think about some of these things. They've been near and dear to me, and they're definitely things I'm working on right there with you guys. I am right there with you guys working on it just like you are. So I want to say thank you for sharing my armchair, and I'm going to ask you to have a good day whenever and wherever you are.